All hard times have come. I don't want to scare y'all, but the game is over. The game doesn't belong to me anymore. Wish it did. I wish it did. All hard times have come. Here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't feel the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. We'll be able to fly. Baby, I'm your man. La, la, la. If y'all can hear me, let me know. With a 5x5. I think we're operative. They might think I'm giving y'all too much information. This might be too much information, but we're going to give it to y'all anyway tonight. It's almost game over. Valentine's is done. Here, but now they're gone. Romeo and Juliet are together. 40,000 men and women every day. 40,000 men and women every day. Come on, baby, take my hand. Baby, I'm your man. La, la, la. Love of two is one, but here now they're gone. Came the last night of sadness, and it was clear she couldn't go on. The doors opened, and the wind appeared. The candles blew. Well, the candles blew, guys, and then disappeared. The curtains flew, and then he appeared. Come on, baby. She ran to him. They started to fly. They looked back and said goodbye. The Reaper. She said had come. She had come like they are. She had taken his hand. She had become like they are. Come on, baby. Don't feel the Reaper. Alright. Mark, I want to start off this video by saying Mark is a co-sponsor of tonight's two videos, Mark actually is a co-sponsor of both these videos. We actually have Lorraine and I believe Jeanette. Lorraine is our main sponsor, and I want to shout out to her and thank you for stepping up to make sure we could afford to go live. I know it's just change, but you know what? It makes us go live and go follow through. And after this live, because you were generous, God's going to be generous. He's going to let me show y'all the fallen angel bloodline and how Trump lines up within both Christ's bloodline and the fallen angel bloodline. Hopefully he doesn't make my eye water too bad. Alright, it's gonna be epic. Alright, guys, something's going huge wrong with the sun. Okay, huge wrong. Alright, we're gonna go look at it, we're gonna come back. Okay, that's all we can do. they're not showing the density. Well, we're going to take a look anyway from Discover. She'll be here. Look at this. Look at this density. Density went over 120 kilometers per second, or 120 centimeters cubed, excuse me. It lasted for over an hour. They tried to cut the time off, if you'll see them here, and they couldn't. We got hit by something that we've never been hit for before. I've never seen density. I've been doing this for 14 or 15 years. I've never seen density like this before. And these are the readings I can show y'all. Before I went to dinner, it blew my mind. I want y'all to see also, solar winds have gone down from 800 kilometers per second to what? A measly 497. But look at the plasma here. Something is impacting the sun over the last 1 hour. It's brought it almost to, well, there's going to have to be a whole new, and with solar winds we've gotten a whole new level we never had with plasma. They need a whole new level of plasma. 100 centimeters cubed times 1,000. Y'all see this? I'll try to get y'all a good reading. So I had some readings, and I will show them to you. I don't know if we can or not. They're incredible. Probably can't. Oh, here we go. Went up to 100. They didn't make 1,000 yet. What could have hit Earth with 100 centimeters cubed of plasma and been ongoing for 2 hours? 2 hours, right? Well, you can see, as I guess, we'd be back into a geomagnetic disturbance, or i.e. a storm. That's exactly what we're seeing here. What could possibly be causing this? Ladies and gentlemen, we have to start paying attention. We have to pay attention to our sun. Is it our sun causing this, or is it something else? I believe it very well might be the sun causing this. It might be ready to actually micronova. What we're dealing with here is something I've never seen before, okay? I've never seen it before, but I've only been doing this for 15 years. I'm only 57 years old, right? Hey, crazy cat. Hey, Mark, did you hear that Mark is partially sponsoring our show tonight? And then tonight after this, we're going to do The Fallen Angels, Trump's Bloodline. I've had enough. After Patel Cash, fuck you Pakistani queer. You're going to tell me that you need social media to get involved? You FBI sellout bitch. You need social media to make sure I can't, and it's all directed towards me, okay? We can't say what we want. What, was there too much information? Could y'all not hide enough? Remember, there's cameras everywhere. If Americans can get towards the cameras, we'll watch it frame by frame until people like you have to go back to Pakistan. Adios, amigo. You know what? I don't like Trump anymore. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I wish I did. I really do. Alright, let's take a look. I mean, this is what we've been dealing with here. We're going, I said we go back into a geomagnetic storm or disturbance. Everyone thought I was full of bull. It was dead over. Of course, we're going right back into that disturbance or geomagnetic storm. And we've been in it for, I guess, going on 4 days. 5 days, if you look at these charts. With a KP3 5 days ago. You know, I haven't slept at all. I can't sleep with this bullshit going on. That's why I get angrier and angrier and angrier. Mark put up some cash to get us live tonight, and so did Lauren. Lauren put is our main sponsor, and let me give you one more name. Got my phone. We have another sponsor tonight. Now, we haven't been live the last couple nights because no one gave us, and Mark, yours had to catch up. I know you do what you can do. But I didn't mention you. And so we've actually had another Paula Lyons 777 also is part of the sponsor of this show. So thank you, Paula. Really, Lorraine, and okay, God bless you guys. Now, I'm willing to work all the way through it with just a little bit of change, right? All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's watch this shit show, shall we? It's a shit show, shall we? Next, I'm going to be going through Trump's lineage. I've had enough. Oh, God, so ridiculous. How'd you place my best instrument with this joke? Look, I mean, this is a fucking joke. We almost have to admit it. How, if it's at the exact same 223, look, now Earth's coming from the other side. It's coming from the other side. It's the satellite. Listen, the satellite switched directions. That must be easy. The satellites are running at 20,000 miles per hour. There's no way you could switch directions with one of them, okay? It just doesn't happen, okay? But, look. Oh, God, this is so embarrassing. And look, what's this? What's this back here, James? What's this? Obviously, there's a whole lot going on that we'll never know about. It's what we call ugly. They want y'all to believe that this is Earth. They want y'all to believe that this is the... Listen, this is even funnier. This is the reflection of Earth from the satellite. Yeah. And they got a new name. It's called Earthshine. They come up with a new fucking name every time they need one. It's Earthshine. Alright. To me, it looks like something got involved with the cameras again. I won't even address that. The cameras don't move. They don't progress. They don't They don't continue. It's all one shit show. Bunch of losers. Bunch of fucking losers. And that's not where I come from, right? Alright, we've had two M-class solar flares today. M1.53 and M1.26. We'll come up with some times for you guys. Alright. My eyes are bad before about 5:20 UTC time. And this one's going to be about 14:45 UTC time. Should be about 7:45 this morning, right? And then we saw this joke. You know what? NASA said they actually put it out in writing. Who put something like this in writing? We don't understand why it's showing the moon 3 times. We're trying to calculate our satellites and figure out what's going on. You want to calculate something? Calculate this. You know what I'm talking about too. Slapping you the fucking head with it. Alright. So I guess it was an M1.5, M1.2. It's a beta gamma sunspot group, a simple sunspot group, 15% chance of X-class solar flare, 60% chance of M-class solar flare. That ship, sailed long ago. We've been running a C baseline for some time. Y'all stick around. We're going to do, and I'm going to do it freehand. In other words, I haven't set it all up, and I don't know what they've done to it. But I'm pretty good at what I do. Alright. This is our solar disk here. 4229 going around the limb. 4238 going around the limb. 4230. Beta gamma going around the limb. We have no more Delta class sunspot groups. Earth facing 4236. Beta gamma 4232. Beta gamma simple sunspots 4241. Beta gamma simple about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Look. When I see the protons pick up, I know that we're getting hit a lot harder than they tell us we are, okay? We should probably look at an electron storm, because I probably think we've been in one the whole fucking time. As usual, right? Goes electron flux. Up. Am I right? Can I be any more right? We came out of a non-storm situation yesterday. We've been in an electron storm. This is the space weather threshold right here of being a storm or not. So we could have a proton storm. We could have an X-ray storm. We could have a magnetic storm. We could have electron storm, which you're seeing right here. And that's a pretty strong one. That's 4 million volts. Is that 40 million volts? Excuse me, 40 million volts. Now, it's not up to 100 million volts, although it could be. Could be. Alright, so we had some shit that hit here that just is not going to make any sense. Okay? red plasma. I can't pull this up. See this? Red plasma go up to 160 centimeters cubed. And look, we're at KP6 here just minutes ago. Let's look at a magnetometer. It's kind of the reverse. And, well, something huge just went on. The problem is I don't know what it was. Let's take a look at the data. Look at this. Look at this data up here. 70.05. I saw it at 130 while I was driving. 130. And you can see it's either I guess they erased the data for about 2.5 hours. Am I right? Yeah. About 2 hours, right? Erase the data. They couldn't deal with that data. Couldn't deal with that data. Look at this shit, dude. .05 data erasal. 2.5 hours. You'll see it. You're not gonna get any readings. And then look at temperature spiking up right before that. And that's not even close to the spike in plasma here. Remember, I think that the plasma spike's only going that far. It should have gone further, because that's as far as the instrument goes. Okay? That's as far as the instrument goes. They cut it off after that. Y'all see? There's no data. No data. No data. We'll leave this up. When we come back on, do we have data? I see no data yet. I see one straggler right here. So I guess it's still shut off. Still shut off. We'll leave that on. We'll leave it on. Now we'll go to ACE. ACE real time. Look. I was in my truck when it said red alert, James. I want to see if I can show y'all something on Twitter. Look, we got that one. That's so epic. I'll put it for y'all in a bit since I've got to take the heat. I saw an event yesterday of our son that I've never seen before. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's Comet 3i Atlas. You know, my first sentiments are they got all the generals back into town because they realize that something's going on and they want to get them with their families because they care pissless about us, right? This is something you can see with the naked eye, but it was huge yesterday. It looked like this might be it. But this is it. Look, there it is! I found it! This happened yesterday. Look, this happened yesterday. I didn't go find this. I got lucky. Look. That motherfucker. Look at that motherfucker. Let me just say. Do y'all see what I see? Everyone in the U.S. could see this yesterday. I just happened to find this slide. It wasn't like I was doing anything, okay? This was some sort of solar blast of some sort. It could have been in the direction of Comet 3I Atlas. I don't know. But everyone saw this with their naked eye. Guys, I didn't even have this pulled up. This is total luck. Total luck. Someone caught it. That's bigger than the sun tornado. They said that would be over 100 times the size of Earth. It's not a sun tornado. It's a little bit different. Something different's happening with our sun now. I don't know what it is. I just can't believe that I caught it. So I got a bunch of pictures just like this into my email. We got so fucking lucky to get this. Look at that. Alright. What you got? What you got? You know what I want to see? That fucking arc of electricity is to the north. Stephanie, go fucking suck your own penis. I'm sure you've worked it out by now. I just wanted to show y'all. CERN is, I checked, it's on full speed. I did check. I believe they brought all the colonels and admirals home to put them in dungeons. This is, it's called full luminosity. Full enlightenment. That means you can see any and everything you're supposed to see. Full enlightenment. And there was a time period that's turned off today. And you can see that was from around 10:30 to 1600 UTC time. But besides that time period, they've been in full, and these are proton physics. The worst they could be doing. Shouldn't even be fucking with them. Shouldn't be fucking with them. Nothing but shit. I want y'all to see this. See that mark there? Now, if they make density, now they've done it for solar winds. They made it 1,000. I've seen that before. If they do density to 1,000, I guess I'm out. That means radiation's hitting us at such a rate that the instruments can't handle it anymore. And that is pure radiation. Pure radiation. You can see, I called Tiffany. I said, Tiffany, we got a problem, man. I was about here. I was going through 100. I believe it's gone much further. I believe the chart ends at 100. Did it go back down? I see nothing to indicate that it went back down whatsoever. Now that scares me to death. Then, look, chills down. This is all normal here. All normal here. Look at this. Look at this. Is that real? Fuck yeah, it's real. Temperature's coming up. Temperature's coming up. Over. That line means too hot to handle. And there's 2 bumps here. And then solar winds go from about 600 kilometers per second up to about 800 kilometers per second. It's gonna be a shit show. Who wants to shit on it? Do you? Alright. Just the radiation in our satellites, guys. That's all. I'm used to it. Alright, remember we thought that was reverse polarity. Now that is a reverse polarity sunspot. Don't teach me it's not. Look at this bad boy. Can y'all believe it's still been kind to us? God bless it. This is SDO HMI magnetogram image. Again, everyone needs to thank the 3 people that I went over earlier, including Mark. Mark is probably here. Mark! Because he's helping us to bring us live right now. Mark, where you at? What state are you at? I don't need your home address, but what state are you at? Not that I don't have it. What happened? Jay, are you okay? Hey, everyone needs to give a big thumbs up to Mr. Neverson for helping sponsor. And we had a couple other sponsors as well. I have given their names out. I appreciate if you see them in the chat. A lot of times they maybe watch it the next morning because we do things so late. But I really appreciate you guys. And hey, I want to be live every night. So hopefully, I'm praying that someone buys a cup of coffee tonight, or someone, invest in our thoughts and what we're trying to bring you guys this evening. So I can be here tomorrow night again. Fingers crossed. Alright. Let me make it so good you can't say no, right? So that's my job. So obviously we've got some nothing but bad, guys. Nothing but bad. He's got 2 crazy women. Probably they're trained Shotokan or other martial arts. Nothing a 45 is not going to take care of in about 45 seconds, right? But these are people that you have to love for being them. And you know what? You have to love because they're true Americans. You're like, oh no, they're from China. You know what a true American is? Someone that came from another country to make a better life for their family here in the United States of America. You want me to pull it up so we all have to read it? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, Jerome, brother, how are you, sir? All right. We see we have the coronal hole Earth facing. Got here a little bit earlier. Usually I'm looking at 40 hours for the first Earth facing coronal to get here. Problem is, this thing just keeps facing Earth, and there's more problems with that. Actually, no one's in love with this actual folk here. Right. Alright, so y'all saw the one M flare there. I don't know, it was a big C flare. That was our second M flare. We only had two all day long. Because of the fact that it stayed so high and close to M category, actually affected, and we see that a lot recently. Well, we'll show you guys. It affected our proton flux, which is amazing. It's amazing. All right. So here's, well, discover real-time solar wind satellite. Take a look at what's going on around there. We're going to the news. You want me to shut this down and go to the news? Hell yeah, we got news. News up the ass. Hey, it turns out this guy's... Oh, I can't play it. Harry's still queer. They did it. Well, it's true. He's still queer. Look at this setup we're coming into. Look at... Wow. So 2 days from now, gonna be the 9th, 10th. Wow. Gas giants blocking up behind us here. Talking about a very large gas giants here. And, well, with all the geomagnetic connections behind Earth, behind our moon most especially, it's going to be a very, very bad time for anyone. You know, Mark, I want them to shut down as long as they can't use their credit cards, as long as you don't have to put them back in their chairs. We're done. The other is just